What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Film Frontline, your number one source for everything cinema, from the biggest blockbusters to the hidden gems you need to know about. I'm your host, and today we are diving deep into a world of monsters, survival, and a whole lot of missed potential. We're talking about the new sci-fi dystopian thriller, Worldbreaker. Now listen, when I heard we were getting a movie directed by Brad Anderson, the mastermind behind The Machinist, and starring the legendary Mila Jovovich and Luke Evans, I was ready to be obsessed. We're talking about sci-fi royalty here. But does this film actually break the world, or does it just break our hearts? Let's get into the breakdown. First, let's talk about the vibe. Worldbreaker drops us into a post-apocalyptic reality that is honestly stunning to look at. It was filmed in Northern Ireland, so you've got these sweeping, moody landscapes and rocky mountains that set the perfect tone for a world on the brink. The premise is killer. Humanity has basically wrecked the planet's ecosystems, and in response, Earth has unleashed the Breakers. These are ancient, arachnid-like monsters that have been trapped underground for eons until our destructive habits dug them up. It's total environmental karma, and I am here for that message. But here's where it gets interesting and creepy. These breakers aren't just big spiders. They can infect humans and turn them into hybrids. These hybrids act as scouts with shared senses, creating a terrifying network of monsters and spies. This setup is a girl boss dream because while the men have largely been wiped out, the women have stepped up. We've got Mila Jovovich leading a literal battalion of women soldiers fighting back against these beasts. It's giving major survivalist energy. Our main protagonist is Willa, played by Billy Bullitt. She's living on a remote island with her father, played by Luke Evans, who's training her to survive. For the first hour of this 90-minute movie, we are locked into their father-daughter dynamic. It's intimate, it's gritty, and it's all about the old world stories versus the harsh reality of the new one. However, we need to talk about the monster in the room, or rather the lack thereof. For a movie called Worldbreaker, we barely see the breakers. The film treats them as an abstract threat. You see the aftermath of their attacks, you see the hybrids, but the actual monsters? They're kept in the shadows. It feels like the movie was a bit too cautious with its budget or its vision, relying on secondary narration rather than showing us the full-scale horror of these spider beasts. Okay, let's get real for a second. My take? Worldbreaker has the bones of a masterpiece, but it's missing the muscle. It's a classic case of a great idea, shaky execution. I love that the film tries to be more than just a mindless creature feature. The focus on environmental degradation and the resilience of the family unit gives it a lot of soul. Luke Evans and Mila Jovovich absolutely carry this film on their backs. Their performances are grounded and intense. But as a viewer, I felt a little teased. We spend over an hour watching Willa train for a war that feels like it's happening off-screen. The pacing is the biggest red flag here. It's a 90-minute movie that spends 70 minutes on chores and survival routines, only to rush through a final act that feels incomplete. The movie literally opens and ends with the same scene, which is a bold choice, but it left me feeling like I missed the middle of the story. It's visually arresting, sure, but it's like looking at a gorgeous frame with a half-finished painting inside. I wanted more world building, more lore about the hybrids, and definitely more screen time for Mila's badass battalion. So, is it worth your time? If you're a die-hard fan of Brad Anderson's atmospheric style, or you just want to see Luke Evans being a protective girl dad in the apocalypse, give it a watch. But if you're looking for a high-octane monster flick with epic battles, you might find yourself checking your phone halfway through. It's a mood piece that prioritizes vibes over visuals, and while I respect the hustle of making a cerebral sci-fi, I think the audience deserved to see the world actually being broken. But I want to know what you think. Are you tired of slow burn sci-fi, or do you prefer movies that focus on character over CGI monsters? And if the world ended tomorrow, which Hollywood star would you want in your survival bunker? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe to join the squad here at the Film Frontline. We've got more reviews, theories, and industry tea coming your way every single week. Stay bold, stay cinematic, and I'll catch you in the next one.